Good day, I'm Gemma Bentley with ARC Television, and we have Stephen Kapler with us today on the Southeast Whitesburg's campus. And I'm going to start by asking you to introduce yourself. Tell me a little bit about yourself and your position with EKU.
I've been with EKU for approximately 13 years. In addition to being a faculty member in the School of Justice Studies, I'm also the coordinator of criminal justice programs for our regional campuses and sites.
And which regions does your program serve in Kentucky?
Our School of Justice Studies program covers the East region, Central region, and the South region.
Okay. Well, could you give me a little history about your criminal justice program on the regional campuses and sites?
Yes. Well, we originally had our criminal justice program at the Corbin campus, Danville campus, and Manchester campus, but we've extended that to our regional sites, which are Prestonsburg and Pikeville with Big Sandy Community College, and then we're with Southeast Community College at their Whitesburg, Cumberland, and Middlesboro's campus. And then in addition to those sites, we have Somerset and we have Hazard site.
What does a prospective EKU student need to know to enroll into your bachelor's program?
For most of our sites, if the student comes in with an associate's degree, maybe associate's in science degree, or just basically their general study courses completed, then they can complete their entire criminal justice or police studies bachelor of science degree at any of our sites. Okay,
tell us about your EKU's criminal justice bachelor's degree, the 2+2 program with the KCTCS system.
Our 2+2 program is just basically an agreement with our KCTCS partners that basically says if you completed a 2-year degree at a community college, then you can transfer to EKU with a transfer scholarship and be able to complete your bachelor of science degree at one of our campuses or sites.
Okay. Can you explain how the dual credit program works with the local high schools?
Yes. We work with approximately 32 high schools within our regions, and it's basically where students, high school students, can complete up to 4 college courses through our dual credit, and they receive college credit classes for when they transfer to EKU or any college. They can use those college credits towards their degree.
Well, that helps them to get a better grip on their future. I mean, you know, what they want to do.
It introduces them early to college. It's also a savings because they can usually get those classes for free. If they do have to pay for them, they're a very small amount, maybe $150. And there's a big savings on their tuition when they do come to a university.
Well, that'll help with my students, or my children, when they grow up a little bit more, to help them get into this, because I'd like to see them to go to college, because here I am 54 years old, and I just graduated with my bachelor's from EKU.
Yes, and we're proud of you.
Well, thank you. What, if any, are the future plans to expand the program to new sites, and where?
We don't have any new sites planned right now for Kentucky, but we are looking at Virginia. We're in the application process with Mountain Empire and Stone Gap, Big Stone Gap. We're in the process of completing an application, and hopefully we're looking for a new site with them, and we'll be offering the entire Bachelor of Science of Criminal Justice degree at that location. And then in the little more distant future, we're looking at possibly West Virginia, Huntington as a site.
Well, that's awesome. Well, ARC covers those areas, so that'll help a lot.
Yes.
Is this program a good option for non-traditional students like myself?
I think it's a wonderful opportunity for traditional students and non-traditionals. Traditional students in the sense that they don't want to leave home, or they're not ready to leave home and feel more comfortable with staying at home. They can stay at home and complete their program at one of our sites. And for the non-traditional, it's a wonderful opportunity because we have a really flexible schedule. Our classes basically meet every other week. They're kind of hybrid. They'll be half online, half in person. So they're really flexible for the non-traditional student.
Well, I can add a little bit more to that since I am the non-traditional. It was excellent for me because I have 2 young children and grandchildren. So I got to be at home with my children. I only missed a few hours of the evenings on Tuesdays and Thursdays, every other, basically. And so that was really good for me. So it's an excellent opportunity. And if you think that you can't do this, believe me, you can. I was out of school for high school for 30-some years. And then I moved back to Kentucky and went to college, got my associates from Southeast in criminal justice. Then I transferred straight over to EKU. And I couldn't have done it at all without it being the Tuesdays and the Thursdays and the few hours of the evenings and having to leave the area.
Right. And EKU is really dedicated to students. I mean, we have a lot of resources for our students. Our regional campus and site faculty are student-centered so that if students are having issues, we'll work with them one-on-one. We really go beyond and take care of the students and assist them with their needs.
I will definitely second that because I think you have an excellent staff. They're very easy to get a hold of. You send them an email, they'll get back with you 90% of the time, 99% of the time, within a couple of hours. It's according to what their schedule is and their classes, which is understandable. And I've dealt with them, and they are so good. They're always there to support you. They'll help you in any way.
And in addition to our program is program of distinction, which basically just means that we're #1 for criminal justice in the state of Kentucky, and we're probably about top 10 in the United States for criminal justice. So if you're going to go into criminal justice or police studies, EKU is the school to go to. And if you're looking for a great opportunity in your area, we're right there in your backyard.
Yes, you are. And I have enjoyed it. Like I said, I couldn't have done it without them and their help. So if anybody's out there that wants to go to college, you can do it. I'm living proof. What are some of the potential careers an EKU CJ program graduate could get?
A lot of students think of, when they're thinking criminal justice, they think of law enforcement. And we are known for law enforcement. A lot of students go into the state police, municipal, sheriffs, federal, FBI, CIA, marshal services. But criminal justice is a lot beyond law enforcement. There's probation, parole, courts and the corrections, prisons, and even beyond that, social services is an area a lot of our students will go into as well, child protective services. And I think you've got some experience with something beyond that, with the victim advocacy.
I do, now that you mentioned that. I actually wanted to go into social work, and I did work some with the Cabinet of Resources, Human Resources, with my old boss, Andrea Massey. And it's a rewarding career, but then I chose to take another route. I found out about a career that I could get that was a victim's advocate, and I've put in for that. I also work for Judge Mullins' office, which is giving me a lot of experience. He's actually promoted me a little bit. He's letting me actually work with his drug rehab program. He started that this week.
And were you involved with their internship program?
No, I actually am taking the internship through Southeast.
So through EKU, we have an internship program where students can go into an agency that they're interested in and work with them, and they receive college credit for our program.
Yes, and I think there's a couple of them that have done that.
It's a good way to get in with an agency and do some networking, and a lot of our students are hired by these agencies when they go into these agencies and do internships.
Where can our viewers go for more information about your CJ program?
The best place to go is probably our website, and it's cjregional.eku.edu. That's cjregional.eku.edu. Or they can call me at my office number, and it's 859-622-6710.
He has an excellent secretary, Nicholas Smith. He can answer any of your questions. He can help you. He's helped me quite a bit. And God love, if you ever lost him, I don't know what you would do. But it has been a pleasure to talk with you. I appreciate all that you have done I'd like to also mention that I am a part-time employee of EKU since I graduated.
Yes, and it's been a pleasure having you, and I thank you for inviting me for this interview.
Well, I hope to see you again real soon.